What's up, gang? Hey man, we got two videos. We got one video from Charleston White, then we got one video from a very honest lady who tells the truth about female nature. So make sure you watch this one to the very end because I got a ton of gold nuggets. Also, make sure you hit that like button because it helps with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers ASAP. And for all my guys who are not in the CLG community, jump in the CLG community before this month ends so you can get a free one-on-one call with me, because the first 50 people get a free one-on-one call with me, and I want to be able to help you out specifically on your journey in order to become elite. And without further ado, let's jump into the video.
Oh, nigga, you supposed to have your wife and a girlfriend. It make you treat the best one better out of guilt and shame. But you ain't supposed to have no one woman, no species in nature, other than the Western culture mindset of Americans have one woman. The Arab got 4, 5 bitches. The Chinese got 3, 4 bitches. The African got, everybody got 2, 3, 4, 5 more bitches, except the American black man who got the white European Western culture mind because they come from the Queen of England and they say a nigga don't supposed to have one woman. No man could thrive and be vibrant with just one woman. Supposed to have multiple women.
They ain't even had one woman in the Bible.
Never. Never throughout history. Never throughout history have a great man had one woman. Only the peasant man is bound to one woman. But if you a great man and you got king attributes and king characteristics, you get to have a queen and 3, 4 hoes. They call them concubines. Honest to God truth, just read your Bible.
Who is more easily bored in relationships, men or women?
Women.
If women are more easily bored, why are they more likely to want marriage and commitment?
Status.
If women are strong and independent and don't need no man, why does the pressure of marriage and commitment typically come from women?
They're liars.
So I want to show you those two clips back to back. You feel me? And I wanted to bring up the fact that Travis Hunter, solid football player. I mean, one of the best football players I've seen in a very long time. Very good ball skills. I think he went number 2 in the draft. Very, very, very solid football player. He's decided to tie the knot, you know what I mean, around a chick that should be a rotation chick, but at the end of the day, he moving to the beat of his own drum. At the end of the day, he has been warned. Everybody from the outside looking in knows that she should be a rotation chick, but she got his heart. You feel me? Like, she just a solid chick. She done ran through a lot of guys. She hasn't ran through them. They ran through her. She's been ran through by a lot of guys, but she probably doing everything somewhat right in that relationship. She probably cooking, cleaning, sucking his dick, swallowing his cum. She probably a nasty little freaky motherfucker, and he just can't shake the bitch. You feel me? Like, he's just in love with the chick. You know what I mean? I got a rotation bitch that's just like that. I got a rotation bitch. She hotter in the face, obviously, but they kind of got the same body, big titties, skinny, nice little juicy ass. You know what I mean? And I can see, you know, a girl like that putting that pussy on you and really sucking you up real good and making you feel like, I hate saying it like that, but it's the truth, and making you feel like a king. I understand why some of these young fellas, they get some of that in their life, and you know what I mean, they fall in love. But this the thing I tell Travis Hunter, and I tell any guy that's in that position. You gotta understand, if it ever goes south, it's gonna go real south. You feel me? It's gonna get real nasty, real petty, real, you feel me? And you know what I mean? Charleston White, you know, a lot of times he just be talking this shit, and you know what I mean? A lot of his points I just listen to. I watch Charleston White content in a real, you feel me? The way I watch Charleston White content is I watch it for entertainment purposes. You feel me? I don't really take a lot of stuff that Charleston White say serious, but I do agree with him on the point of having multiple women. That's something that I agree with. You know, I know a lot of the guys, they're not going to agree with that. Whatever the case is, if you want to be monogamous, do your thing. I've tried the monogamy route. You know what I mean? I started off monogamous. You know what I mean? I was the guy that if I was going to be in a relationship, I'm only going to put my attention on one girl. I still played football. I still hung up my boys and stuff like that. But I didn't see I always went for the girls that I really, really, truly liked. And like I said, I always tended to get, you know, damn near the hottest chick in the school. Or if she wasn't the hottest, she was damn near close to the fucking hottest. But what I've noticed is when I put my all into one girl, you know, that's when the games start happening. That's when, you know, the girl seeking more options. That's when she, you know, hanging with her guy friends. She's sleeping with niggas that's older than you, all types of shit. So that's from my experience, what I've noticed. But I've also noticed, you know, when I've been the guy that's been moving the way I've been moving, life has just been more enjoyable for me. I'm not gonna cap. Like, it's just been a lot more enjoyable. Like last night would have been a bad night if I didn't have a rotation chick. I went out last night. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if it was the night of the booger whoop. I was supposed to meet one of the guys from the CLG community. He was hitting me up. He wanted to meet me up this weekend. I told him I was available Saturday. Nigga never showed up. Nigga never wrote me back. But so I went out there alone, which I ain't got no problem going out alone. But the only thing I hate about going alone is when there ain't no bad bitches out there. And last night, when I tell you, it was the fucking, oh my goodness, it was the biggest water buffalo out that night. And big bitch, I'm talking about big bitch. Some of them walking up to me trying to talk to me. I walked off from some of them. Big old big back bitches, you feel me? Now, was this one, she was hittable, but it wasn't nothing I wanted to put in rotation. She was a decent looking white girl. She didn't really have as much ass as I wanted her to have. So, but she kept like standing near me and shit. So I talked to her, chopped it up with her. You know what I mean? And her teeth was all like crooked and shit at the bottom. So I just went for the Hail Mary. I was just like, hey, let's leave here. Let's go somewhere. Let's do something. You feel me? I was just trying to push the issue because the type of chick she wasn't the chick that I wanted to follow up with. I didn't want her in rotation. It was just, she was just the decent, she was one of the baddest bitches out last night, but she wasn't even that fucking bad. And there was another bitch that was kinda alright that I could have hit, but then when I went to talking to her, she was out there with her friends, and it was her she didn't even have white on. It was her bachelorette party. So she was from New York. So, you know what I mean? I couldn't even pull her from her fucking friend group because her friend group's like, she's getting married. So there's only 2 bitches I could talk to, but one of my fucking rotation bitches came through, and she was better than every bitch out there. You feel me? She's so bad. I went to a strip club with my main chick, little brother. I took him to a little strip club. She was badder than the strippers at that motherfucking strip club. You feel me? She was badder than the strippers at the fucking strip club. So she hit me up, and she just hit me up on some, I'm near your house, where you at? I was like, I'm not. She said, are you home? Matter of fact, let me read the text, fuck it. She just hit me up on some random shit. What the fuck she wrote me? She said, oh, she just said, are you home? I said, no, come to me. But then she said here, so I guess she just ended up at my home. And then I just told her where I was at. And then she just waited at my house. She waited, you feel me, in the parking lot at my house until I got back down there. And that took like at least like 30 to fucking, it took me at least 30 minutes to get back to the crib. So she just waited out there for 30 minutes. And that's what I tell people, like, that's the benefits of having a rotation. You feel me? Like, cause last night, I don't know, because as I was leaving, some badder bitches, because I was out there, I got out there like 8, so it was all the booger whoops. Usually if you get down there like at 8, 7, you'll see at least one dime piece that you can chop up. It was all the booger whoops out. Now as I was leaving, I seen one chick that was walking towards the bar that I was leaving, so I was like, maybe if I would have stayed out longer, the badder bitches would have came around, and then I would have knocked one of them down. Like, you know what I mean? So who knows? But at the end of the day, even the bitch that was coming towards my rotation bitch was better than them. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like one of those things, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, and for most guys, I'm just picky. I'm just gonna be real with you. For most guys, you know what I mean, it would have been a solid night for you. You know what I mean? Like I go out with some guys, and they think girls that I would never touch, they be like, oh man, that one bad, that one bad, that one bad, that one bad. You know what I mean? Like even when I went out with my my main chick, little brother, he was in the strip club. He thought every stripper was bad. You know what I mean? Most of them I wouldn't even touch. Like to be honest, like most of them I'd be like, nah, that ain't my style. He thought everyone was bad as fuck. Like you get where I'm coming from? So different guys have different levels of pickiness. Me, I think my pickiness have grown just because of, you know, the amount of sexual access that I've had. And because I've lived a good life and because I've had that sexual access, you know what I mean, I have no problem sharing every one of my secrets. And that's what I do in the CLG community. And that's why those guys get so much results. I just share everything. I don't hold nothing back. Nothing. There's nothing. I tell guys exactly how I do everything. I'm like, this is how I text. This is how I introduce myself. This is how I put the girls through the process. This is the process that I have. This is this. This is this. Everything is in the CLG community. I don't hold back nothing. But going back to the topic on hand, Charleston White saying men should have multiple women. For me, I'm not going to sit here and tell you if you want to be monogamous and it's against your moral compass, you stick to your goddamn moral compass. Don't be like, CJ told me. CJ ain't tell you shit. CJ told you to move to your own goddamn beat of your drum. You feel me? You a man at the fucking end of the day. What I'm giving you is I'm giving you tools, resources. I'm giving you the process. Well, for the CLG members, I'm giving you everything that you need to be elite. But eventually, you're going to take that process, you're going to take my text scripts, and you're going to make it your own. You feel me? But you still going to keep the same principles. You get where I'm coming from? You're going to make it your own, where it works for you effortlessly. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm going to teach you the principles, right? I'm going to teach you the fundamentals. I'm going to teach you how to dribble, how to fucking, you know what I mean? And I notice the better I get at basketball, when I'm playing basketball with the boys that we play pretty much damn near every day now, when I'm playing basketball, the better and better and better I get at basketball, the better and better and better I get with everything else in life. Because basketball is one of those sports where you can always keep leveling up. It's one of those sports that you can always add a move. You can always add a pump fake. You can always add a hesitation. You can always get better at boxing out, rebounding. You can, like, it never ends the amount of skill that you can add in basketball, right? You can always get better on defense. It's the same thing with women, bro. You can always keep leveling up. Like, you can always keep leveling up. Like, always. Like, it never ends. Like, you feel me? You can bring the baddest of the baddest women into your life in different ways. You know what I mean? You can always keep leveling up. You know what I mean? Because the process is the process is the process is the process. You know what I mean? I had a homeboy, he used the process. He did it so cold. He seen this single mom that was bad as fuck. You feel me? But he couldn't necessarily get her away from her daughter. Like, he noticed he couldn't get her away from her daughter. So basically, now this is his situation. He using the process, but he using his resources. So what happened with this guy is he had a kid, right? So what he was like, the way he ended up getting a single mom and he ended up knocking her down, she had a big old fat ass, big titties, just a bad bitch, you feel me? But the way he ended up getting her was he was just like, hey, my child can hang out with your child because my child need friends. Let's all link up, you feel me? And that's how he set it up. The kids was playing with each other and he was able to get her alone, chop her up, da-da-da. And before you know it, one thing was leading to another. And then when she put her kids to sleep, she came through real quick. Now, I don't recommend you guys doing this shit, whatever the case is. But when she put her kids to sleep, she ended up coming through, or I think I forgot what the whole story ended up like. Maybe he brought his kid over there and they both slept in the same house or some shit like that. And when it was sleep, he ended up knocking that bitch down. But he had to get creative with the shit on how he had to meet up with her, how he had to motherfucking get her to the next step. And then once he got her to that next step in the process, he put his own magic on it and ended up knocking that bitch down. He sent me pictures of that bitch. That bitch was bad as fuck. You get what I'm trying to say? But this is a guy using the process but putting his own spin on it. Like, you know where I'm coming from? So it's like, I'm giving everybody that's in the CLG community, once you get access to that process, once you get access to that, I'm giving you the process. But the reason that it has to be a monthly subscription and it has to be a community, because it's like basketball, bro. You can always keep leveling up. You feel me? And I'll teach you stuff in the money course where the $48 a month ain't shit. You know what I mean? And also, if you refer your friends, you make 40% of the commission every single month. So if you have a friend that struggles with women and you get them into the CLG community, if you brought them into the CLG community, every person that you bring in, you make 40% every single month. Bro, Grant Cardone, nobody pays that higher percentages. Nobody. Like, trust me. Grant Cardone, we used to sell that nigga products, bro. We made 10% of all the shit that we sold. You feel me? Like 10%, bro. That nigga, bro, he would not 40%. Nigga, if you niggas knew how much fucking 40% was, you niggas would be fucking going ham. You feel me? And you get that motherfucking check every single month. So every single time that motherfucker pay, you get that shit every single month. So if you bring and the thing about it, this is what I try to tell you. If you have a wing that is CLG, you will get so much pussy that your fucking head will spin. Because you can take down the 2 sets, you can take down every set, because both of you guys gonna be operating on the same type time. You feel me? If you don't have a wing that's CLG, that's why I don't hang out with a lot of the guys I used to hang out with, because they fuck it up. Your girl be going and they fucking it up with the girl they going with, and it's just fucking up the whole dynamic. You know what I mean? And sometimes going out solo, like when I was talking to the little girl with the crooked teeth, she had her girlfriend with her, so I'm trying to pull her, but she didn't want to pull with the girlfriend. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, she didn't want me to, you know what I mean? If I had a wing with me, like a CLG wing, we could have not, because the girlfriend was cute. They was both like cute girls. They was girls that I would have fucked that night. I wouldn't have put them in rotation. One was a blonde, one was a brunette. I done fucked so many of them. This one wasn't the one that just had what I was looking for. You feel me? Like I get so picky that it's a certain type of facial structure that I be looking for. I'm looking for a certain type of body frame, you know what I mean? I want that ass to cup at the bottom a certain type of way now, because I done fuck so much, you know what I mean? But if I was with a wing, like if the dude from the community would have showed up last night, like real talk, if that guy would have showed up last night, because he begged me to motherfucking meet, you feel me? So if he would have showed up last night, I'm pretty sure we would have pulled those two girls. Pretty sure. The way the conversation was going and shit like that, I'm pretty sure we would have pulled in. I don't know if this would have been his first time with a cute blonde or some shit like that, but we would have did something if he would have came with me for sure. Because it was two of them, you know what I mean? I wasn't finna fuck both of them. I could have maybe, you feel me? I could have probably pulled a threesome, but I'm not the threesome guy. You feel me? I like to take down one chick at a time, and I move to the beat of my own drum. You feel me? I'm not the one that's gonna stick it in this one, then stick it in this one, and then reset. I'm gonna take down the one that I want to take down. You get what I'm trying to say? So I move to the beat of my own drum. But I'm pretty sure if I had that guy with me, because he in the CLG community, he understands the process, he understands, you feel me, we can read off each other well, he would have probably got some white pussy, you feel me, some blind white pussy. But then one of my favorite rotation bitches hit me up, she was better than all them motherfuckers, you feel me? She hotter than every one of the girls that was out there. So she hit me up, and she just came through the crib, and she came through the crib looking bad as fuck. She's so bad that she had a top and sweatpants on, and she still was better than all those bitches last night. She came to my crib with sweatpants on and a fucking top, still better than all those bitches from last night. You feel me? I was contemplating on fucking busting in her ass. I gotta pull out with her because she don't take birth control, and I'd already got her pregnant a little while ago, and she don't want a baby and all this shit like that. But damn, boy, last night I was finna bust in her, bro. I even was telling her, I was like, man, I'm finna let this bitch go on you. She was like, no, you can't. Motherfucker, it was split second I had to take that motherfucker out. But boy, I was finna let that bitch go in her, bro. She was finna be pregnant a motherfucking again, you know what I mean? But that's what I be telling motherfuckers, man. Going off what the black lady was saying, man. The black lady in the video, bro, she just was keeping it 100. You feel me? She was just telling guys that, like, yes, women get bored in relationships. You know what I mean? Yes, like, if a woman knows that you monogamous to her and only her, yes, she will get bored. The only reason that she wants marriage is because of status. That's the only reason that she wants marriage. A lot of women, she just telling the fucking truth. Because it's a status boost for women when they can get a man to fully commit to them, the ultimate level of commitment, which is a ring on their finger. It is a status boost to that woman. Because you got to understand, when it comes to marriage, the woman has really nothing to lose. Like, her dating strategy doesn't change, nothing changes. All she does is get a significant status boost around her friends. You feel me? And especially if the guy that she's marrying has resources. If the guy she's marrying has resources, then she even gets that much bigger of a status boost. That's how come you notice a lot of women, the way that people explain a lot of women is they explain them as the wife of somebody else who's important. Like Grizel, yeah, whatever that girl named Grizel, yes, she had a somewhat status boost when she was a model making model money, right? I didn't know that bitch. But when she became fucking Tom Brady's wife, that's when people started knowing her. You get what I'm trying to say? That's when her status shot through the roof. You get what I'm trying to say? Because now she's the wife of Tom Brady. Now she's the wife of a very important man. That's why women, they shoot for that marriage, because they have nothing to lose in the marriage. They have everything to gain but nothing to lose. So that black lady, she was shooting it straight. Like, women are liars. We get in marriages for status boost. And then she said, what was the first thing she said? She said, and we get bored in relationships. You feel me? So that's why I always tell you guys, the guys that want to be monogamous, and yes, we had guys in the group that they just want to do monogamy. That's all they want to do. I just tell them guys, you better make that bitch better make you think that you cheating on that bitch. You get what I'm trying to say? She better make you think that you motherfucking cheat on her. You know what I mean? Because if she thinks that you cheating on her, that's gonna keep her motherfucking in line, because it's gonna keep that competition going inside of her. You feel me? Because women have bigger egos and prides than men. That's how come a woman will fucking die before she approaches the guy she like. You get where I'm coming from? She'll motherfucking die before she approaches the guy she like. So you gotta understand, their egos is bigger than ours. Their egos is humongous. You get where I'm coming from? So that's the real, that's the raw, that's the uncut. That's just me keeping it 100. Charleston Wright kept it 100. You know what I mean? That black lady on that video kept it 100. I'm not telling you guys to live like me. I'm telling you, I'm giving you my insight on why I live the way that I live, because I understand female nature down to the fucking T. I understand how females operate better than most of the motherfuckers even know themselves. You feel me? And the reason I had to understand the opposite sex is because, first of all, I'm not one of those niggas that's gonna throw in the towel. I'm not a MGTOW guy. I'm not a guy that's gonna be like, well, I'm giving up on all women because a couple broke my heart. I'm not gonna be out this bitch lonely. You feel me? You feel me? Like, I honestly believe that the yin and the yang, masculine energy does need feminine energy. I believe that shit. You feel me? I believe life will be miserable if I ain't have no motherfucking bitches. If I ain't have no main bitch, I ain't have no bitches. If I ain't have no bitches, I think life will be fucking miserable. I mean, not miserable. Yes, I'll probably still be having some fun, racing cars, playing basketball, but it's only so much I can do with other guys before I want a fucking girl in my life. Like, you know what I mean? A girl that I'm fucking. Not no fucking mom, not no sister. A girl that I'm motherfucking fucking. There's only so much I can do in life before I'm like, man, I need to fuck a bitch. You feel me? Because I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna be watching porn, jacking off all fucking day and I got shit to do, man. I'm a busy guy. You feel me? If I'm gonna fuck, if I'm gonna bust a nut, it's gonna be on a girl, or in her mouth. Like, I'm not the one that's gonna be up all night jacking, busting. Hell no, bro. You feel me? I be trying to avoid porn like the plague. I might watch a little bit here and there just to learn a new trick or something, but I watch it for a short period of time and get back to work. If I catch myself dozing off on some shit that ain't got nothing to do with motherfucking leveling up or shit like that, I just get back to work. You feel me? I'm a workaholic, if they want to call it. But that's the video that I wanted to make today. I wanted to really stress these points to you guys. Does Charleston Wright have a point? Yes, he's saying shit that a lot of guys are thinking, right? Why the fuck would I just have one woman? You feel me? And then what happens when that one woman goes on her period? Or what happens when that one woman has an attitude and she wants to withhold sex from you because she's mad at you? You feel me? See, they don't do that shit to me because they know I got other hoes. My main bitch, she don't withhold sex because she just like, well, all he gonna do is go out and fuck his fucking side bitch, so I might as well suck his dick. At least leave his ass empty dicked. Cause I kid you not, this just happened last night. I'm still fucking tired, motherfucker. Kid you not, just happened last night. Rotation bit went out for a little bit, couldn't really find nobody. Talked about one or two girls, but they wasn't all that. I wasn't super excited about them, but you know what I mean. One of them I would have knocked down if she would have been compliant, and you know what I mean. But she didn't want to leave her friend, and they was waiting for another friend to come through. All that bullshit. But then my rotation bitch came through. I knocked her ass down. You feel me? Busted all over her. Wiped my dick off. Went back into the crib. Main bitch was still up. She talked to me for a little bit while I was in the bed. Then she went down on the nigga, sucked me up, and then I busted a nut getting head, and then I slept very peacefully. I slept all the way to motherfucking goddamn. I ain't wake up to damn near 1 p.m. today. You feel me? Good thing it's Sunday. And then guess what? Wake up at 1, right back to work, making videos, you know, answering the fucking direct the DMs that I have, setting up one-on-one calls, fucking doing a shit ton. You feel me? Like, I pour a lot into that CLG community. I pour my all into that shit. I read all the messages. I give motherfuckers live, real-time motherfucking critiques to help them with the process, help them become themselves, help them become the best version of themselves, because my only goal is for everybody in that goddamn community to become elite. Because I understand how these motherfucking women operate. I understand how to get these women. I understand all types of shit. You feel me? And when it comes to talking to women, bro, it's second nature. Like, I really wanted that dude from the CLG community to come out with me just so he can really see me in action. You feel me? If I see what I want, I don't hesitate. I just go up to that shit. You feel me? I just go up to the chick and just start fucking talking, bro. I don't give a fuck. I just go right into the process. As soon as I walk up to her, I go right into the process. It's almost like effortless. It's effortless. It's almost like shooting a three-pointer. If I'm open for a three-point shot in a basketball game, I let that bitch rip. I trust my motherfucking technique. I trust that bitch. You feel me? I'm not gonna make every shot. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I do make every motherfucking shot. But it's just effortless to me. If I see a bad bitch, I just fucking talk, bro. It ain't no motherfucking rocket science, bro. And with that being said, man, I'm out.